I really didn't feel like recording today, man, but I should have got that on camera. That would have been pretty freaking nice. Oh, dude, what a loser. Oh, it's so crazy picking up beer spills, too. Oh, there goes my freaking sock. Bro, I'm over today, man. I'm not having the best time. Oh. I don't know. I'm done with this right now. I'm so stupid. Why? I don't know. Alright. Bro, I'm just making a big mess. I don't even know. I'm just making an even bigger mess, dude, at this point. Oh no, I need to go home. Yeah, right. My boss is gonna be so pissed, dude. I broke all these beers. Look at this. These are all my beers, besides the Modelo pack. She's gonna absolutely rip my shit apart tomorrow. I hope she doesn't, because she doesn't normally, but that's a lot of beer that I wasted. I don't know. I'm not having a good day. I got a lot of bad news yesterday, which I'll tell you guys about. Well, I'll just tell you about it right now. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. My mom, dude, yesterday, she's at risk of losing her job and got fired. And so it's pretty stressful because she could lose her whole retirement where she's been there for 25 years. And like, I don't know what to think about it. I can't talk about her job or anything because she does something that can't be on YouTube, but I don't know. There's a lot of stressful things happening right now, but I appreciate all you guys. This might be incredibly stupid, but this floor is just really sticky, and I don't know how to get the beer smell out of here, so we're just gonna douse it with bleach, kind of. I know that just stained the shit out of my shoes. Whatever, man. It's all good. These are work shoes. Steel toes. This has just been one of these days where everything that could go wrong does go wrong. The bleach finally fixed it, man, but I don't feel like recording in here today. People are just being... It's very slow. People are rude. I don't know. It's one of those days. I washed my jacket this morning, so I had to borrow this like ghetto jacket that I don't like. I don't know. I'm in a bad mood right now, man. But people did want me to. I got a donation which said, "Hey, bro, can you talk about like your life and how you got to this point, basically, so I don't have to binge your 1,500 videos." And yeah, we'll talk about that, man. We'll do a little walk through down memory lane.
It looks like that.
This is a cool looking car.
I know. I can't believe all these motherfuckers over there. Oh my god. What is tonight?
What is there?
Oh, didn't you have Powerball and Superlotto? Is it too late?
What time is it? Powerball 7?
Nope. They're out here still.
I've seen videos of that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy, though?
It is.
All right, bro. I see what
Alright, stay out of Dollar Tree.
Good at you. Good guy. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too, man. Alright, people are finally starting to be a little bit nicer. I don't know what happened earlier. Everybody's all pissed off. Alright, guys, I'm back home. That was a hell of a day. I'm gonna get ready right now to clean my guinea pig's cage. And I just like to give them like a couple treats during, because they get kind of crazy. And they really don't like their cage being cleaned. They have like some sort of PTSD. So the key is, gotta give them a nice care. You guys are big stars, bro. We're gonna get the guinea pig mansion. Hey, you took a big piece. Come on, Lunar. Just take a couple bites. Mm-hmm. Yum yums. You pigs are pretty cool, man. You guys honestly do deserve a guinea pig mansion. So I want it to be like this height, like one floor, and then 2 floors. You guys donated a couple $100 for these guys, so I'm gonna get them like at least like a $300 cage. They're not gonna know what to do with this amount of space. This is so funny, dude. I don't know. I can literally just stay here and just watch them eat. Oh, Why did you guys stop at the same time? My bad. Alright, I'll stop filming. Also, I just had to give a really big thank you to all the people who have been donating through Super Chat. I can't even believe it, man. This is just like some sort of miracle. You guys are all freaking awesome. I'm gonna throw everybody who's donated from the last video into this one right now. So if you donated either like today like the 22nd or later, it'll be in the next video and I'll shout you guys out. This one had so many people that I'm just gonna roll their names at the bottom. Thank you guys. And I'm still working on how I'm like shouting out all the super chats during the video. But thank you everybody so much for donating. You guys are single-handedly gonna lift me up out of poverty. All the money is going to my emergency fund, giving some to my grandma, and giving the guinea pigs the guinea pig mansion. And I keep getting the same comment over and over. Hey bro, why are you in this situation? Why are you 30 years old working at 7-Eleven? What happened in your life that's so horrible? What happened to you? And honestly, man, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. I just finally kind of woke up at like last year. Because when I was 20, 21, it was cool. I was working at 7-Eleven. But I ended up going to Starbucks. And I was on this really good track. I was going to COD. I was killing my classes, right? And growing up, I had my uncle who I lived with, who's dead now, so I can talk about this story. This guy was like a severe alcoholic, right? And when I mean severe alcoholic, he would wake up, pour some Grey Goose into his coffee, and then go to work. Now, normally, this would be kind of normal, right? Maybe that's my worldview, but I know tons of people who like drinking at work. I'm not saying that's a good thing. Obviously, it's really stupid, and driving drunk is horrible. But that's what he would do. And the thing is, I can say that now because he's dead, and there's no risk of anything. But he used to drive the local bus as a bus driver. Raging alcoholic, right? He would wake up like shaking. Like I remember there's videos on my channel that I've made like outside waiting for him, like with my mom taking him to like detox centers and shit. But this guy was a major alcoholic. And so we started hanging out a lot because I grew up with him. And every time we'd be on the road, he'd be like, come on, Ian, let's drink, let's take a shot. And we'd do it, and we would just hang out, we'd drink. And I was a minor at this time. I was underage. And it kind of always was with me, like alcohol is like this great thing. Like you can do it socially, and it's just fantastic, right? Like it makes everything better. And I'm like, even when you're just doing things everyday life, it's so much better. So as time went on, I was working at Starbucks, and I would drink like a lot, but never at work, right? Like I had lines, I wouldn't cross them. I would later, but not at this time. And COVID hit, man. And I remember Gavin Newsom here in California was like, we're locking down. Everything's closed down immediately. I jetted to the liquor store, dude. I remember being in my car, seeing the alert, already kind of drinking, and I'm like, let's go. And I just went, I spent all the money I had, which was like $200. I bought like 3 packs of Newport menthols and all the Jack Daniels I could buy. And we went into lockdown, and it was great because then Starbucks, I didn't need to work. They paid me to stay home. So big up Starbucks for that. And so my whole thing was, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna like drink this whole month. And so I was just drinking. I would wake up and just drink, like no water, no food, just alcohol. I didn't know anything at the time. Like I'm not the brightest bulb, you know, and I never put these things together. I know about it now. I know what alcohol withdrawal is now, right? But at the time I had no idea. So I finally go back to work, and we have this meeting, and all my friends are there from work, and we're sitting, and I'm getting like super anxious because I'm not drinking at the time, and we're just talking about COVID, and like I start getting like real jittery, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go outside and take a shot in the car because I always had alcohol on me. And then I felt normal again. And then when we finally got back to work, I started working in my shifts, and like I would have problems standing. Like I would get so dizzy, I would like lose consciousness for a second, where I'd be like, oh shit, and then be like grounded again. And I was like, I only know one thing that can fix this, right? Jetted out to my car, hey man, I'm gonna take a 10, I need to take a 10, I gotta call somebody real quick, I gotta go make a phone call. All right bro, go ahead. Go out to the car,
take a shot, have a cigarette, relax, right? And it got to the point to where I was ready. I saved up a lot of money during COVID. I was ready to buy a van. I was going to start van life, and I did. I bought a van. It's on the channel. It turned in to the drinking mobile, right? Like, I just had that thing stocked up. I wasn't drinking and driving like that. But I would just stay in there, and I could drink wherever. You could park, and you could drink, and you could sleep, and you could wake up, and slowly but surely, my life became like miserable, right? Like everything messed up. I have the video of me walking out of Starbucks. I'm loaded in the video. Actually, I'll roll the clip. In that video, I'm fucking hammered, right? And it didn't seem like it, but my routine was I would wake up early before work. I would go to 7-Eleven, buy a 12-pack of White Claws, put it in the ice in the van, have 3 before work, put 3 in my hydro flask, have 3 during, have another one on my 10, have 2 more, and by the time I got out of work, I'd be done with the White Claws. But I wouldn't be drunk. I wouldn't be sloshed, right? I'd just be existing, because I wouldn't really get drunk anymore. And this turned into a major problem for me, because when I would try to stop, I couldn't stop. So it was this endless cycle of like, why am I like twitching? Why am I like sleeping? There's a video on my channel that's like alcohol withdrawals or whatever, and it's like 100,000 views. And I just couldn't understand. I didn't know what to think, right? And I didn't have any support system. My uncle died in 2020 that year, and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to ask about it. Everything was closed. It was COVID. So it just got worse. And I quit my job at Starbucks. Then I went to Target, and I started drinking there, and Walgreens, and I was drinking there, and I'm like, you know what, dude, this is enough. I went to another 7-Eleven, and I started drinking there. Everything was going bad. I was broke at one time. I remember I had no money, dude. I started like taking shots of like all the Listerine that I had. Like that's how addicted I was. I drank any vanilla extract. I drank anything I could get my hands on, right? Because that's just what it was. I just needed to feel normal. And I had no money. I was broke. I'm not a thief. I'm not going to steal anything. I'd rather die than like go to jail, you know? So I'm not doing anything illegal. But I just needed to fix this urge. And finally, I had enough, man. I went to the hospital, and I finally figured out you can go to the hospital and you can get these things called benzos. And they get rid of the withdrawal, like, completely. And I would do it, and I'd be like, all right, but I still want to drink. So I would go drink the next week. Now I'm back to where I started, and I'd have to go back to the hospital. Finally, the doctor's like, look, dude, you're not learning. You're not getting it. This is the last time I'm doing this. And I was like, all right, man. That's it. Like, I'm done. That was like a couple years ago. And I've drank since now. But now I'm in control. Like, now I can kick it. I have like a few beers. And I'm fine. I've learned now what caused my addiction, how I fixed it, and things that I would never do again, right? Like, there's not a part of me now that says, after a night of drinking, I wake up and like, let's go have beer. Like, that's just not who I am anymore. And it took a lot, man, because I remember looking at myself and being like, bro, this is what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a homeless, degenerate guy on the street, opening up doors for people, asking for money just so you can drink and just die with, like, doing nothing. And so I had a conversation with my friend Robert, and the other day he was talking about, like, trauma and, like, you know, that's why you work so hard, because you have this trauma. And it's like, no offense to anybody who has trauma. That's not what I'm talking about right now. This was a conversation I had with myself back in 2022, and I was like, you just got to get it together, because you need to work hard. I've always had a hard work ethic. I don't know where that's from. I'm very lazy, but I love to work hard. And I just needed to fix it for myself, because there's it. I was going to die. And I've been on YouTube now for 15 years, man. Maybe 15? Yeah, 15 years, 2012, that's 15. And it took me 15 years, and now I finally got this viral video. I still don't believe it. And it's like, who would have known that working at 7-Eleven would have been the key to, like, my content blowing up? Because I've tried a lot of different things. And honestly, I was in car camping, and I loved it, but it died out. Now, working at 7-Eleven, I've always enjoyed it. I don't know why, I just do. And I'm having a lot of fun making the content. So that's how I ended up in this predicament. I was in COD for like, I've been in community college now since 2012, so that's 14 years? 13 years. 13 years I've been in community college. And that might be the title of this video. And that's what it is, man. That's the story. That's why. And now I'm getting my life together at 30 years old. But you know what? I'm not crying about it, right? I'm not doing that. It's just, sometimes it happens, man. So if you feel like you're a failure and a loser, you know, you might be, because like, that's just how life happens sometimes, man. And a lot of the time I feel like a loser and a failure, and it's good motivation to not do that and to not want to be that, because it's a horrible feeling having no money in the world and having to go to a job you hate, and just, it's all bad, man. Like, that was despair for me, because I just hated every second of every day. But I know that's not what I want to have, you know? So there's some of the story. I just thought I would drop that on you guys, because I kept getting the comment of why I'm 30 working at 7-Eleven, which is probably my fault because I put it in the title, but it worked. Anyway, sorry for boring you guys, man. That's not a 7-Eleven video, but just something I really wanted to talk about and share. Another thing is, on the community tab, I asked people how many days a week I should upload, and I have some YouTube friends who I've been talking to. Alright, let me not lie. I don't have YouTube friends. I have one YouTube friend, 24/7 Betterment. Big ups to you, bro. And I was reading a lot of the comments, though, that said, hey, man, you should upload daily. And I know if you upload daily, that's how you, like, make it rain on them hoes. But I don't want to do that, dude. It's too forced. And I tried it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. If I'm gonna do it and make it miserable, I don't want to be miserable. I'm having fun doing it, and I think that's why people like the videos. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. But 3 days a week is perfect. That's fun for me, and I don't want to make it like too grindy, because then you guys won't enjoy it. But that's long enough, man. Enough yapping, man. Peace and buck grease. Shout out to the tow trucker, and big ups to my boy Windman, man. I love you, bro.